a woman discovered something eerie while cooking. The eggs she held were empty inside. At first, she thought it was just a coincidence. She picked up another egg and gently squeezed it, but the result was still the same, hollow. She crushed the entire carton of eggs into pieces, yet still couldn't find a single intact egg. But that wasn't the strangest part. As she was wiping the balcony's floor-to-ceiling windows, unbeknownst to her, the wall behind her started moving on its own. In an instant, she was tightly squeezed by the walls. Just as she was about to suffocate, the walls miraculously returned to their original state. Initially, Alice thought she was just hallucinating due to recent exhaustion, so she didn't pay much attention to it. However, as she continued cleaning the glass, she noticed the compression marks left behind from earlier. It was then that she realized the previous scene was real. Feeling utterly perplexed, she suddenly recalled a bizarre incident that occurred when they first moved into this community. That day, all the residents gathered together to hold a grand party. Everyone's faces were beaming with happiness, except for Ella. She publicly said something strange. "We shouldn't have come here." But upon hearing this, everyone thought she was going crazy again. After all, this place was renowned as the community with the highest happiness index, meticulously built by the man in front of them named Frank, who spared no expense. Every family that moved in was given a standardized mansion without exception, and even the luxury cars were top of the line. But that wasn't all. The company also provided each man with an enviable high-paying position. There were only two conditions for joining the community. First, the men had to join Frank's company and go to the company headquarters to work every day. Second, no one was allowed to approach the desert north of the community. Violators would face severe and unforeseeable consequences. Life in the community was very routine. Every morning, the women would punctually step out the door to see their husbands off to work, then start their busy day. But their work was quite simple. They only needed to tidy up the house, and then they could fully enjoy a whole day of leisure and comfort. Although the community wasn't large, it was rich in resources and had various entertainment facilities. The food and drinks were abundant and colorful. The women could enjoy a luxurious life to their heart's content. However, before their husbands got off work, they all had to undergo physical training under the leadership of the boss's wife in order to maintain their perfect figures and better please their husbands upon their return. But Ella was an exception. A month ago, she violated the rules and tried to cross the northern desert with her son. By the time the security guards discovered her, her child had already disappeared without a trace.